Chapter 1 Network Basics. What are computer networks? A computer network is an interconnection of two or more computers in such a way that they can communicate with each other and share data and hardware resources. Each computer in a network is called a node. The process of connecting computers together into a network is called networking. In the above network, computers A, B, and C are connected together in a network through a network device called a hub. Here, computers A and B can also be used to give the print command to the printer attached to the computer C. Need and importance of a network. The unprecedented growth of information and the need for sharing it quickly, efficiently, and reliably while keeping the costs down have given a tremendous boost to computer networking. Here are some of the advantages offered by the networking of computers. Quick and efficient transfer of data. A networked environment allows faster, easier, and reliable transfer of data files from one computer to the other. Do you know, when two computers are not networked, data between them is shared by copying data files from one computer onto a storage device, pen drive, DVD, CD, etc., and then carrying the storage device to the other computer. This method of data transfer is known as the sneaker net. Resource sharing. The hardware devices, printers, hard disk, CD drives, scanners, and so on, attached to one computer in a network can be shared by all other computers in that network. A network also allows sharing of software. Saving of money. Since a network allows sharing of hardware and software, it saves a considerable amount of money that would otherwise be spent on buying separate hardware and software for each computer. Access to information on remote computers. The Internet, the biggest network of computers, allows access to information stored on remote computers. This enables us to do a number of things like booking airline and railway tickets, booking hotel accommodation, payment of electricity bills, and so on, sitting on the computer in our home. Faster, cheaper, and reliable communication. Some special communication software like Google Doc and MSN Messenger help in a faster and reliable exchange of messages between network users at a much cheaper cost. Security. Sensitive files and programs on a network can be password protected. Then, those files can only be accessed by the authorized users who know the password. This ensures security of data and sensitive information. Types of networks. As computers gained importance, the need for networking also increased. Many types of networks came into existence, ranging from small networks that connect computers kept in household to large networks that connect computers of large business organizations spread across cities and countries. Based on the geographical area they cover, networks can be classified into three main types: local area networks, LANs; metropolitan area networks, MANs; wide area network, WAN. LAN. A local area network, or LAN, is a network formed by the interconnection of computers within a room, building, or within a campus over a short distance. Often LAN is a private network belonging to an individual or organization. Because LANs are small networks, generally cables or low-power radio waves are used for the connections. MAN. When the computers of two or more offices of a company in different areas of a city are connected together, it is called a Metropolitan Area Network or MAN. Metropolitan Area Network is larger than a local area network, but smaller than a wide area network. WAN. A wide area network or WAN covers the largest area. It connects computers placed in different cities, countries, and even on different continents. The Internet, the biggest network of computers in the world, is an example of a WAN. Internet also connects to the International Space Station, which makes it the first off-planet network in the world. Remember, Personal Area Network (PAN) is a type of computer network used for data transmission among personal devices belonging to an individual like computer, smartphones, wearable computers, and personal digital assistants, and so on. Some common network devices. Various devices that help us to connect the computers and form a computer network are known as network devices. Let us learn about some commonly used network devices. Local Area Network (LAN) card. A local area network card or LAN card allows a computer to connect to a network through a wired or wireless medium. Each computer in a network must have a LAN card inside it. In fact, any device that is to be connected to a network like printer, scanner, and so on must have a LAN card inside it. Hub and switch. Hubs and switches are boxes to which computers, printers, and other network devices are connected. Their function is to direct information around the network, facilitating communication between all the connected devices. A switch is often termed as a smart hub. Hubs are outdated and are seldom used for new installations. Router. A router is a networking device used to connect and facilitate transfer of information between two networks. Routers are located at the gateways where two networks connect. In simple words, we can say that a router connects two networks. Modem. Modem stands for modulator, demodulator. It is an electronic device that is used to connect a computer to the Internet via a telephone line or wireless medium. A modem converts outgoing digital data from a computer into analog signals so that they can be transmitted via a telephone line. It converts analog signals received from a telephone line into digital data so that computer could understand and process it. External modems are connected to the computer externally, while internal modems are built into a computer. Transmission of data in a network. Data is transmitted over a network in the form of signals. To make the signals travel from one computer to another, a communication channel is required. This channel can be set up using both wired and wireless networking technologies. The choice of technology for setting up a network depends on the type of data to be transmitted, the speed of transmission, and the transmission distance. Wired networking technology. In wired networking technology, data is transmitted through a physical medium such as a wire, hence the name wired. Cable TV networks and telephone networks are examples of wired networks. A local area network where computers are connected via wires is also an example of a wired network. Different types of wires or cables are used for connecting computers in a wired network. The most important ones are twisted pair cables, coaxial cables, and fiber optic cables. Let us learn about them. Coaxial cable. A coaxial cable is the same cable that is used for transmitting TV signals from an antenna to the TV sets. It consists of a copper wire core surrounded by insulation, which again is surrounded by an outer covering of a conducting braided wire. The whole apparatus is enclosed in an outer shield. The core of a coaxial cable carries data signals. The braided wire mesh absorbs stray electrical signals from the adjacent wires to keep the data signals conducted by the core disturbance-free. These cables can conduct data signals over long distances with a fast speed and hence are used in setting up both small and big LANs. Ethernet cable. An Ethernet cable is one of the most popular type of network cable used in wired networks. Ethernet cables connect devices on local area networks such as computers, routers, hubs, and switches and so on. Each end of an Ethernet cable has a jack with 8 pins, which plugs into the Ethernet port of 2 different devices to connect them. There are 2 types of Ethernet cables, straight-through cables and crossover cables. A straight-through cable is used to connect a computer to a hub or a switch. A crossover cable is a special type of cable that is used to connect 2 computers directly. Ethernet cables provide high-speed data transmission at a reasonably low cost and hence are very popular for setting up a wired network. Fiber optic cable. A fiber optic cable is a technology that uses glass or plastic thread fibers to transmit data. A fiber optic cable consists of a bundle of glass threads, each of which is capable of transmitting messages modulated onto light waves. Fiber optic cables have several advantages over traditional metal wires. Fiber optic cables have a much greater bandwidth than metal wires. This means that they can carry more data. Fiber optic cables are less prone to interference from electrical devices than metal wires. Fiber optic cables are much thinner and lighter than metal wires. Data can be transmitted in the digital form. It need not be converted into the analog form. The main disadvantage of fiber optic is that these cables are expensive to install. In addition, they are more fragile than wire and are difficult to splice. Fiber optic is a particularly popular technology for local area networks. In addition, telephone companies are steadily replacing traditional telephone lines with fiber optic cables. In future, almost all communications will employ fiber optics. Wireless networking technology. The wireless networking technology, as the name suggests, uses no wires or physical media for connecting computers. It instead using electromagnetic waves like infrared, microwave and radio waves for transmission of data. There are different wireless technologies available these days to set up a network. The choice of a technology depends on distance and speed of transmission required. Let us learn about some wireless networking technologies that are commonly used these days. Infrared technology. Infrared technology allows computing devices to communicate via short-range wireless signals. With infrared, computers can transfer files and other digital data bidirectionally. The infrared transmission technology used in computers is similar to that used in consumer product remote control units like television remotes and game remotes. Unlike Wi-Fi and Bluetooth technologies, infrared network signals cannot penetrate walls or other obstructions and work only in the direct line of sight. Bluetooth technology. Bluetooth is a wireless protocol used to wirelessly link phones, computers, and other network devices over short distances, typically up to 30 feet, 10 meters. Compared to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth networking is much slower, more limited in range, and supports fewer devices. Some devices using this technology are Bluetooth printers, Bluetooth keyboards, Bluetooth cameras, Bluetooth mouse, Bluetooth headsets, and Bluetooth mobiles. Wireless LANs. A wireless local area network or WLAN links devices over a short distance via a wireless technology that uses radio waves to establish connections. Each computer connected into a WLAN has a small antenna in its network interface card. Data signals transmitted by these antennae are picked up and routed by a wireless network switch known as the access point. With the increasing use of laptops and notebook computers, WLANs have become very popular. This is because they make it possible for users to move around within a local coverage area and still be connected to the network. A wireless technology known as Wi-Fi or wireless fidelity is used for setting up high-speed WLANs over a distance of up to 30 meters. Wireless MANs. A wireless MAN or a wireless metropolitan area network is a type of wireless network that connects several wireless LANs over a city or metropolitan area. A wireless technology known as the WiMAX or wireless interoperability for microwave access is used for setting up wireless MANs within a radius of 50 km. Wireless WANs. A wireless WAN or a wireless wide area network is a network that connects computers over a large geographical area. These networks may be used for connecting various branch offices of a business organizations situated in different cities or countries. Remember, Global System for Mobile Communication or GSM is a wireless technology that is used by most mobile phones to communicate with each other. Infrared communication is a wireless technology that allows mobile phones, laptops, and other digital devices to communicate with each other and transfer data over short distances. Bluetooth is also a wireless technology that allows a Bluetooth-enabled device communicate with other Bluetooth-enabled digital devices. Working in a networked environment. The various advantages offered by computer networks have made them very common these days. Ranging from your school's computer labs to offices, you can find computer networks almost everywhere. This makes it necessary for everyone to learn the basics of working in a networked environment so that everyone can reap the benefits of the networking revolution. Logging onto a network. To work in a network and access resources available on it, we must first connect to the network. The process of connecting to a computer network is called logging on to the network. The purpose of logging on is to let the network know who you are and whether you are authorized to access the network and network resources or not. Windows 7 is an operating system that offers a strong support for networking. When you start up a networked computer having Windows 7 installed on it, it displays a logon prompt that allows you to enter your username and password to connect to the network. The steps to log on to the network are as follows. Enter your username. Enter your password. Click on OK to log on to the networked computer. Once we have successfully logged on to a network, we can access the resources available on it. After working on a network, we must log off from it by clicking on the log off option. This appears in the Start menu when we click at the Start button. To log off from an email account or some other online account, we may click at the Log Off button or the Sign Out button that appears in our user account. Do you know? Every network has a particular workspace known as the user account for its users. Each user account is identified by a unique, personalized user ID that consists of a username and a password. A username is the name by which a network identifies its users. Everyone who uses a network must have a unique username pertaining to that particular network. A password is a secret word or phrase that is known only to a network and its user. The network uses the user ID to restrict access to the network resources only to the authorized users. Viewing shared resources on a network. After we have logged on to a network, we can access all shared resources on it. To see which resources are available for sharing, follow the steps given below. Double-click on the network icon on the desktop. The network program window will open. See the storage devices listed for sharing on different nodes or networked computers. Click here to see the shared printers and faxes. The printers and faxes on the network, including the shared ones, will get listed in a new window. Remember, the network icon represents a program that allows you to see and access resources available on other computers on a network. Accessing a file from a shared drive. When a file lies in a shared network drive, we can easily access it by using the following steps. Open Windows Explorer. In the navigation pane, click on the network icon. A list of shared drives is displayed in the View pane. Click on a required shared drive to see its contents in the View pane. Locate the required file in the drive. To open the file and see its contents, double-click on it. To copy the file, right-click on it and select the Copy option from the shortcut menu. In the navigation pane, select the computer icon to see the storage drives on your computer. In the navigation pane, click on the drive or folder where you want to place the copied file. Right-click in the View pane and select the Paste option. The file will get copied into the selected drive on your computer. You can now use it as you like.